We had a very interesting day today, or in fact, I would rather say we are having a very interesting day today. Why? Well, if you're happen to be watching TV right now it's about 1:30 Pacific time. That's 4:30 on the East Coast. You've been seeing the tech company CEOs being grilled by the House. Now, I will say this, I don't get into politics, but I do like a good show. So I will tell you, it is kind of interesting that when you're bringing up the tech companies, especially when they've been so rough on the right side of the political aisle, that you get both parties hammering them, which I just think is crazy. Like, I guess if both sides hate you, you can't be that bad normally, but it's like when everybody in there is hammering you over and over, and I don't think I've seen maybe one halfway sympathetic person on there. It's notable. So, and they're talking a lot about antitrust and just some of the scummy things they're doing. Let's just be fair. Some of the scummy things that I've seen them do, like they talked about Amazon. The Amazon was basically had approached a third-party seller about something that had been pretty successful, and then they promoted counterfeit goods above them in the listings. And then once they agreed to spend a certain amount, I think it was $2 million in advertising on Amazon, magically the counterfeit goods disappeared. I mean, just total scummy. Jeff Bezos is a scumbag. Mark Zuckerberg is no less of a scumbag. Sundar Pichai, I think that's his name, the guy at Google, he's really approaching Bezos level scumbag. And then who else is left? I don't even think they've talked much about Jack Dorsey yet. It's interesting. I had to go back and take a look, but I don't remember hearing him. But those are the three punching bags today. The reason I say that is, one, it's a window into what I'm looking at today. But two, tech stocks have been doing really well lately. But when you have the big four tech companies being hauled in front and just embarrassed, I think you're going to see a pullback from the tech stocks. And the reason that's important is because where people are investing, usually it's big tech stocks and then their value, like travel and leisure, casino, hospitality stocks. And that's where most of the stuff I have is. I don't think I have anything in a tech stock right now, mainly just because the price is high and there's not a whole lot of upside. So with that being said, today, in looking at some of the stocks that we have over here, most of them are just, everything's pretty much up single digits except for General Nutrition, GNC, which, whatever, it's throwaway money. But overall, the stocks have gone up today. It's 4%. The market's up like 1% today. So we're doing pretty well as far as that goes. But I think you're going to see a little bit of a sea change. I don't know, when or how fast, but I think the sea change is going to be there. So, for example, Caesars went up 10%. I think that was the only double-digit one that we saw today. And mainly it went down. I think if we look at the last week, it went down a little bit. So I think reality is coming back and people are realizing, hey, this is a really good stock. We also got DraftKings, which if you had watched yesterday's video, I just kind of I saw it on one of the summaries that we looked at, hadn't given much thought to it, looked at some of the numbers and decided to put a buy-in and put a buy-in at 34. I think we had it. It was like, it was like 34.80 to start the day. It went down to 34, bought it really near the bottom, and it's gone up today. So far today we've made about $80, but I think it was a good thing to buy. It was an 83% buy rate. We have 120,000 people, actually a little bit less. So maybe some of the people had sold it. So suckers. But looked at that stock today. So as we look at our chart today, we bought DraftKings. I would say Donkey Kong. So let's clear that out and clear the contents. And then we have a couple limit buys. I don't think they're going to happen anytime soon. Menlo Therapeutics and Velocity Financial. We have XAN, which went down today. This one's going to take a little bit longer to get back up because it's corporate real estate, but we'll see. We'll see where things go. Probably will be my first thing that I sell once it gets that back up to break even. But with that being said, let's see. Crestwood Equity is our REIT, and that one is close to tripling in value. PVAC, which is an oil stock, is close to tripling in value. Redwood Trust is 250, so it's 2.5 times its value. Signet Jewelers is closing in and doubling its value, and Caesar Entertainment is closing in and doubling its value. So overall, about 30% gain on the current stocks. These numbers are much lower than they were before, and that one as well. That one's going to be higher, and this one's throwaway money. So overall, we made about, made about $2,000, what did we make today? Why even estimate? Made about $2,000 today. So with that being said, let me see, did we add Donkey Kong on here? No, we did not. So we'll add DraftKings. I just call it Donkey Kong. Cost basis. Boom. All right, let's get current price in there. And February 20th, and we'll finish these off. All right, so this upside's going to be in a good spot just because it's above. It's not a COVID stock, so that's going to be in the red. So overall, we are on pace for about 311,000, about 300,000 for what we've booked already. With that being said, I went ahead and looked at this ahead of time, and one of the headlines here says anxious investors are pushing gold prices to all-time highs. So I went ahead and looked at this earlier, and this little thing changed, but it was saying how the price of gold was going up. And so I thought, okay, well, I don't really buy gold because the price is too high. I buy silver because it has a bigger upside and it's cheaper to get. So I looked at the spot price, and it's gone up $2 basically in the last couple days, even though it went down today. So that's something to look at, even though we don't necessarily do that as a stock. Other than that, take a look and see what the effect of those Senate hearings are, the House hearings are today. But I would portend that it's probably a good barometer, or what do you want to call it? A good sign for kind of what we're going to see in the next week or so. So with that being said, the market is just still showing up as after hours. So we'll take a look at that later today and see where that goes. But we have a good plan, whether it's going, if the stock goes up, we have a good plan for this. Let's clear that out. And if it goes down, then we have a good plan for that. If it goes up, we have a good plan for this. And if the stock price goes down, we have a good plan for that. So with that being said, we will see you tomorrow.
To get more information on the sales cheat code, go ahead and click on the subscribe button below. Also, down below in the video description, down there, there's a link that takes you to our website that gives you additional content, some additional freebies that we have, and gives you information on some programs that we have that have been proven to help people to make sales easy so that you can make the kind of money you want, live the lifestyle that you've always wanted, and not have to struggle in the process. And what might be the coolest thing of all is you don't have to put much effort into it. It truly is a cheat code that most people don't know about. And it's a cheat code that can change your life today. So click on the link below and let me help you start to experience these results starting right now.